Hi everyone, my name is Celeste Heinonen. I'm running for school committee. I'd like to thank WCAT for the opportunity to share a little bit more about myself with the voters. Our children are such an asset in town, and even if you don't have a child in the school system now, we can all agree on the value of education. I'd like to answer 3 questions that I find keep coming up on the campaign trail. Who am I? Why am I running for school committee? And what do I have to offer? First, who am I? As I said, my name is Celeste Heinonen. See here. I graduated Winthrop High School in 1999 when I was still Celeste Petralia. I was very involved in high school as class president and on the soccer team and about 100 other great extracurricular activities. I really loved growing up and being a student at Winthrop High School, and I think it gave me the foundation and confidence to grow into the adult and parent I am today. And I'm grateful for just the chance to sit on the school committee and share some of those experiences with the younger generation now. After Winthrop High School, I went on to Boston College, where I received a degree in human development from their School of Education. And I then went on to receive my master's in business administration from Suffolk University. My career has taken me from a school-age childcare program administrator to my current role as a finance manager in the transportation industry. My husband isn't from Winthrop, but he loves this town as if it's his own, and there was never a doubt we would raise our children here. We have 3 kids. The older 2 are at Fort Banks, and my youngest is on his way. We're proud to be raising our children in Winthrop, in a community that shares the values we possess: hard work, commitment, leadership, strength. You know, it's nice to be in a town where it's so family oriented and we have great parents and children that our kids can grow up with. I'm really excited to see what lies ahead for all of them. So secondly, why am I running for school committee? Most simply put, I'm running for our children. My children, their friends, their classmates, the older children who are paving the way through the school system for them now. I'm standing here today as a parent, promising that as a school committee member, I will always fight for our children. I want to be a voice for our families, make sure our kids get what they deserve, and speak for the parents who should have a voice in their kids' education. I think we have a great school system here. I know the current school committee and administration work very hard to give our kids a great education, and I thank them for that. I think I can join that team as an advocate for our children's needs and help continue to better our schools. Some things I'd like to work on. The pandemic was very frustrating. We still need to address learning loss and our children's mental health. These topics should be at the forefront of any conversation we have in the schools right now. Also, we have some other issues we could tackle. The traffic at Fort Banks is a safety issue and impacts more than just the students. We could try to reinstate the bus program. We've been talking a lot about it, and now that we have some momentum, I think we're heading in the right direction. I think in the middle school, we need to work on hiring a foreign language instructor. We're putting those students at a disadvantage by not offering them Spanish until high school. And then speaking of high school, we're still lacking a high school band. That needs to get back on the agenda as well. Music and arts are important components of a well-rounded education. We all know that and appreciate that. But right now, our high school students aren't getting the full benefit of it. So these are just a few issues that I think we can start to work on. I'm sure there are many, many more, and if I'm on school committee, I hope that you'll all come to me with those concerns. But now, this is just where I think we can get started and see where we go from there. So thirdly, is thirdly a word? Lastly, what do I have to offer? As I mentioned, I work as a business manager in the transportation industry. I oversee a budget of about $500 million. We're constantly reviewing our financial performance and trying to better our financial position. We work through financial analysis, business decision-making processes, implementation, and maintenance. I have 15 years of experience at my job, and I will bring those years of experience to the table when on the school committee. the most valuable skill I think I can offer is knowing how to ask the right question or a lot of questions. We can't really fix a problem unless we really understand what we're working with. And I think if you dig down, you can get to the bottom of things and start to make some changes, big or small. Another really great skill I have is the ability to bring people to a table and work across different groups to reach common goals. You know, and this is a skill I think when you're talking about funding the band, you know, it helps to be able to bring everyone together, ask questions, get to the bottom of things, and be able to move forward and get something done. The school committee is tasked in general with approving and monitoring the school budget. My hope is to come in, act as a check and balance for that system, to make sure that our kids are getting the most out of the resources we have. And I'm also willing to fight if we need additional resources, whether it's within the town or from the Department of Education with the state or federal level. You know, I'm willing to put up the fight wherever we need to make sure our kids are getting everything they deserve. So I hope that I've answered those 3 questions. If you have any other questions or would like to chat more, my email address is Celeste Heinonen, spelled here, @hotmail.com, all one word. If you would like, please feel free to reach out. I hope you'll consider me on November 2nd. Please vote number 6 on the ballot, Celeste Heinonen for school committee. Thank you.